Throughout human history, various substances have been used to alter consciousness, treat pain, or simply provide a boost of energy. Some are sold in grocery stores, while others are strictly banned by international law. Today, we are taking an objective, scientific look at the 10 most famous drugs in the world. We will explore how they change your body, their legal status, and the risks they carry. This is an educational guide to the chemistry and consequences of substance use. We start with one of the most widely used stimulants. Nicotine. Primarily found in tobacco. When inhaled or ingested, nicotine reaches the brain in seconds, triggering a release of adrenaline and dopamine. This creates a temporary buzz and a feeling of relaxation. However, the physical cost is high. It constricts blood vessels, increases heart rate, and is physically one of the most addictive substances on Earth. Legally, it is available to adults in almost every country, sold through cigarettes, cigars, and vapes, though it remains a leading cause of preventable death globally due to lung and heart disease. Next is alcohol, specifically ethanol. Unlike nicotine, alcohol is a central nervous system depressant. It works by slowing down brain activity, which initially leads to reduced inhibitions and a sense of euphoria. But as the dosage increases, it impairs motor coordination, speech, and judgment. Long-term consumption can lead to liver cirrhosis, brain damage, and severe dependency. Alcohol is the most socially accepted drug in the world and is legal and widely available in most nations, though it is strictly prohibited in several countries under religious or local laws. Cannabis, also known as marijuana or Kanjavu, contains the psychoactive compound THC. When consumed, THC binds to cannabinoid receptors in the brain, altering time perception, mood, and appetite. While some users experience relaxation, others may suffer from intense anxiety or short-term memory loss. The legal landscape for cannabis is changing rapidly. It is fully legal for recreational use in places like Canada, Thailand, and many US states. In India, it is illegal under the NDPS Act, though regulated forms like bhang are permitted in specific cultural contexts. Moving to one of the most powerful stimulants. Cocaine. This drug, derived from coca leaves, works by flooding the brain with dopamine and preventing its reabsorption, leading to an intense, short-lived high and extreme energy. The crash that follows is equally intense, often leading to rapid addiction. Physically, cocaine puts massive strain on the cardiovascular system, making heart attacks a major risk even for first-time users. It is strictly illegal worldwide, classified as a Schedule Y, or 2 controlled substance, and is primarily found through illicit global trade. Heroin is a highly addictive opioid processed from morphine. It enters the brain rapidly and binds to opioid receptors, particularly those involved in feelings of pain and pleasure. This produces a rush, followed by a state of semi-consciousness. The danger of heroin is extreme. It suppresses the respiratory system, meaning an overdose often leads to death by stopping the person's breathing. It is illegal in every country, with no accepted medical use, though it belongs to the same chemical family as prescription painkillers like oxycodone. MDMA, commonly known as Ecstasy or Molly, is a synthetic drug that acts as both a stimulant and a hallucinogen. It causes a massive release of serotonin, leading to feelings of emotional warmth, empathy, and high energy. However, the aftermath often involves severe depression, as the brain's serotonin stores are depleted. Physically, it can cause dangerous spikes in body temperature and dehydration. While MDMA is currently illegal for recreational use, medical researchers are conducting clinical trials to see if it can help treat severe PTSD. Methamphetamine, or crystal meth, is a potent stimulant that affects the central nervous system. Similar to cocaine but much longer lasting, it creates a powerful surge of dopamine. Chronic use led to devastating physical changes, including rapid tooth decay, known as meth mouth, skin sores, and permanent brain damage that affects memory and emotional regulation. It is strictly illegal across the globe for recreational use, and its production often involves highly toxic and volatile chemicals. LSD, or acid, is a classic hallucinogen. Even in tiny doses, it can significantly alter a person's thoughts, visual perceptions, and emotions for up to 12 hours, an experience often called a trip. Unlike opioids or stimulants, LSD is not considered physically addictive, but it can trigger long-term psychological issues, such as flashbacks or drug-induced psychosis in vulnerable individuals. It has been illegal internationally since the late 1960s, though it is currently being studied for its potential in microdosing therapy. Fentanyl is a synthetic opioid that is 50 to 100 times more potent than morphine. In a medical setting, it is used to treat severe pain, usually for advanced cancer patients. However, the illicit version of fentanyl is currently causing a global health crisis. Because it is so potent, an amount as small as a few grains of salt can be a lethal dose. It is often mixed into other drugs without the user's knowledge, leading to high rates of accidental overdose. Aside from strict medical prescriptions, possession of fentanyl is a serious crime in most jurisdictions. Finally, we look at the most widely consumed psychoactive drug on the planet: caffeine. Found in coffee, tea, and energy drinks, caffeine works by blocking adenosine receptors in the brain, which prevents the sensation of tiredness and increases alertness. While generally safe in moderation, excessive use can cause heart palpitations, insomnia, and anxiety. It is unique on this list because it is completely legal, unregulated, and socially integrated into daily life across every continent and culture. From the morning cup of coffee to the most dangerous synthetic opioids, drugs interact with our biology in profound and sometimes permanent ways. Understanding the science behind these substances helps us recognize the thin line between use, misuse, and addiction. If you found this breakdown informative, please like and subscribe for more deep dives into science and human behavior. Stay informed and stay safe.